Good evening. My name is Tammy. I'm the president of Fun and Adventure at Singles Travel International. And tonight we are presenting our Tex-Mex New Year's Eve cruise, which is aboard the beautiful Harmony of the Seas. And we have Abbey Cauff Brown from Royal Caribbean. She's going to talk about the Harmony and all of the Oasis class because these ships are amazing. They have 7 neighborhoods. And so we're going to learn all about those neighborhoods, what they have to offer, how to get around, how to maximize your cruise. And of course, your team at Singles Travel International are experts. And so we make that singles vacation experience just right. So all you have to do is show up and have a great time. So, Abby, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Tammy. Hello, everybody, and I'm glad to be here tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of talk about, obviously, specifically the Harmony, but while we're doing so, there's many things that really fall just under the Oasis class ships. So there are going to be 6 Oasis class ships very, very soon. Utopia is coming out in 2024. Wonder of the Seas just came out last year. And Harmony of the Seas is also one of the Oasis class ships. So we're going to kind of just walk through what the benefits are and features of Harmony. So Harmony, its inaugural sailing was in 2016. It's 226,963 gross tonnage, and the guest capacity is 5,402. And that's double, triple, everything. So activities on board, obviously we have adventure ocean, pools and whirlpools, flow riding, surfing. There's a spa and a fitness center. There's all kinds of Broadway shows, which we'll talk about, bars and lounges, aqua theater, ice skating, live music, all different types of dining options from complimentary to specialty, and then a wide variety of inventory as far as staterooms go, and we'll walk through that as well. So as Tammy mentioned earlier, we do have 7 neighborhoods on the Oasis class ships. And we're going to kind of walk through each of these neighborhoods. Something to kind of keep in mind is there's 3 different types of balconies on an Oasis class ship. There's balconies that face the boardwalk, there's balconies that face Central Park, and then there's balconies that have a direct ocean view. So Central Park is one of my favorite spots. This is where a lot of our specialty restaurants are. This is where some of our really nice trellis bar and some lounges are. Great shopping, and obviously it's a great scenery in this area as well. Some of the restaurants in this area, Park Cafe is a complimentary option. This is a great place to go for breakfast, lunch, light bites, great roast beef sandwich. Chops is our signature steakhouse, and that's also located in the park. Vintages is a wine bar that we have that's located there. The Trellis Bar is another bar that's located there. And then this is also where the Rising Tide Bar goes. So we have a bar that goes from the 5th floor up to the 8th floor, and it's called the Rising Tide Bar, and it ends up on the park there at Central Park. So you can get on or off the Rising Tide Bar through the park area. One of the luxury restaurants that we have, real upscale restaurants, is 150 Central Park. And this is really a fine dining experience. The food is just incredible, but it is a long dining meal. It is not a short dining experience, and it is a wonderful, wonderful restaurant. Harmony also has an Italian restaurant called Jamie's Italian, which is on board the ship. And this is great. They come out. It's really more of a family style type of restaurant, but obviously there's tons of a la carte options you can get as well. Fabulous steak in this restaurant. I will say it's one of my favorite steaks is in Jamie's Italian. And they have great antipasto platters and lamb chops, all different types of options in this venue. And then it's just a great place to go, listen to some music, sit. There's over 9,000 live trees and plants inside this park area, and it's just a beautiful venue to spend some time. Another one of the neighborhoods we have is the boardwalk. And this is kind of our version of Coney Island. There's dining there, there's activities for families, shopping, and then entertainment. So some of the dining options, we have the Boardwalk Doghouse, which is a complimentary venue where you can go get hot dogs and brats. We have a Starbucks. We have ice cream, specialty ice cream. If you want complimentary ice cream, you can go up to the pool deck and get complimentary soft serve. We have Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets also is complimentary for breakfast. And then obviously there's a fee for lunch or dinner for burgers and things like that. And then we have a Mexican restaurant as well, available on board the ship in this area as well. But from an activity standpoint, you've got rock climbing there, you've got an arcade, you've got different shopping, you've got the carousel. But it's also a great venue because you also have the Ultimate Abyss, which is that squiggly thing that you can see there, which is a dry slide, and it goes all the way from deck 17 down to deck number 6, which is where the boardwalk is, and it's a great area. And then finally, the creme de la creme of this area, in my opinion, is the Aqua Theater. And this is a performance venue at the back of the ship where we do synchronized swimming shows, high diving shows, cirque shows, all different types of performances going on. And it really is a sight to see. They dive, if you can look at the top of that anchor, I don't know if you can see up in the picture if the image shows, but there's somebody standing on that anchor and they dive down into the pool. So God bless them because that would not be me. But it's a great, great performance and venue to be able to go ahead and go to. Another one of our neighborhoods is the Royal Promenade. And this is as soon as you get on board the ship. This is deck 5. And this is kind of like our promenade, our mall area. And there's a lot of dining here, shopping. This is where the front desk guest services is. There's a lot of entertainment on this venue, on this deck. And there's just a ton happening in this area. So Sorrento's is our pizza restaurant, and this is where you get complimentary pizza. We also have Cafe Promenade where you can go get coffee. You can also get complimentary sandwiches and desserts. Starbucks is located here. We have the pub, which is an English style pub where there's music being played. Schooner Bar overlooks this area as well, and this is where there's live piano music. It's a real popular spot for people. We have the Champagne Bar, which is another venue that people enjoy. And then we have Boleros, which is our Latin lounge. And then we have the Bionic Bar, which is where the robots make your drink for you. So it's another neat venue that we have as well on board this ship. And then this is the bottom view of that Rising Tide bar that I told you went up to Central Park. So this bar you can get on as well on deck number 5 and take it straight up to the Central Park area on deck number 8. We also have a karaoke bar called the On Air Club that is on the promenade, and this is a real fun area for people to go and do live karaoke. And even if you don't do it, it's a great place to go and watch others do it. Our next neighborhood is the Pool and Sports Zone, and we have all kinds of things going on there. So keep in mind that the center of the ship is open, so there's pools on both sides of the decks. There's 10 different whirlpools. There's an adult-only solarium area with cantilever whirlpools also located in that area. And then we have a completely separate area for the kids that's called Splashaway Bay. So they kind of gravitate towards that area, which is great when you're traveling with adults in a single environment. If you guys are up for it, we have tons of water slides as well called the Perfect Storm Water Slides, which is a great option for people too. And then surfing. I have to tell you, a lot of people really enjoy the Flow Rider, which they can do boogie boarding or surfing. There's zip lining, there's miniature golf, there's sports courts. We offer pickleball on board. We have table tennis. So there's just so many activities on board from a sports environment that you can take advantage of, just depending upon what you like to do. I already mentioned the Ultimate Abyss. And then we have a bunch of different bars available as well. So on the Harmony, we have, it's called the Sandbar. And then we also have the Mass Bar Sky Bar area. So we have two different bar areas located on the pool deck as well on Harmony. And then obviously the solarium, here's a picture of what that looks like. And it's not completely enclosed, but a lot portions of it are. And there's great little whirlpools and things and pools in that area for people to enjoy. And then we also have a restaurant. So during the day for breakfast and lunch, that restaurant is complimentary. And then at night, it is a specialty restaurant. So it tends to be more of a healthier kind of experience over in that area, not as heavy of food. Another neighborhood that we have is the Vitality Spa and Fitness area. And we have a bunch going on here. So we have all different types of massages, acupuncture, body therapies, facial treatments. We have a thermal suite, which people love and really enjoy. There's a nail and hair salon where you can go get your nails and hair done. And then we have a massive, massive fitness center. And it's really, I mean, I don't know of another fitness center where you can look out and look at the ocean, except for on a cruise ship. So this is just fabulous. But there's tons of cardio machines, yoga, Pilates, spinning, all different types. And then we also, on deck number 5, we have a jogging track that is completely covered and it goes around the entire perimeter of the ship. So this is a great place for people that just want to go take a walk or a jog and they don't want to be bothered with other people on the top deck. It's not so windy and it's a really great place. You can get access to it from the gym or from the promenade. There's I think 4 or 6 different locations. I know for sure 2 of the locations are aft and 2 are forward. I believe there might be 2 midship as well, but for sure there are 4 2 forward and 2 aft, as well as going through the gym. We have a cafe there in the gym where you can get smoothies and fresh fruit and just healthier types of bites, and then obviously shopping as well there. Shopping everywhere. Another neighborhood that we have is Entertainment Place. And this is really something that I think is one of Royal Caribbean's pillars, is our entertainment. We have Broadway style performances and original performances, as well as a lot of different opportunities. So this is a picture here of what like the main theater would look like. We have ice skating shows, and I have to tell you, they are incredible ice skating shows in our ice skating center called Studio B, which is located down on deck 4. We also have a jazz lounge where you can go ahead and go and listen to live jazz and experience that, also down in entertainment on deck 4. We have the casino located down on that same deck, which is a great time for people to spend time. We also have the comedy show, The Attic, that's located down there as well. And then on the Harmony of the Seas, Grease is the Broadway show, which is on board the ship. And then we also have something called Columbus the Musical, which is the headliner show. And then the Fine Line is what the Aqua Theater show is. And then Ice Skate and 1887 are the 2 ice skating shows that are on board the ship. So there's a ton of different entertainment for you to take advantage of. We talked about many of these bars already, but one here that I wanted to mention is the Comedy Club, which is also, like I just mentioned, on deck 4 in Entertainment Place. And Vintages is also another great area. Tammy, I have a memory of me and you and Sergio in Vintages listening to a Spanish guitarist and just having one of the nicest evenings listening to that flamenco guitar play in Vintages Lounge. I don't know if you remember, but
Yes, I do, of course.
it was a
And
great
he was
night.
not in any of the, he was actually just outside in an open space in the Central Park area. So in
Yep,
addition to all the venues you showed, you've got all these pop-up musicians from time to time. Just turn the corner and there's some great music.
absolutely, absolutely. We talked about here are some of the complimentary options, and we talked about this. You've got Main Diamond, you've got the Park Cafe, the Boardwalk, Sorrento's, and then Windjammer is our buffet area for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then if you are in a suite, Coastal Kitchen is available as well to be able to go there for dinner, which is our suite restaurant. And then we have a ton of different specialty options as well. just depending if that is something you want to do. I encourage you to do so. I would encourage you to, on the pre-cruise planner, do this in advance because we offer discounted pricing in advance when you go ahead and purchase this, and we have packages that make it much more affordable. A friend of mine is cruising on the Odyssey in June, and she bought the 3-night package, and I think it was $112 for 3 restaurants. And when she went to go look at the price for one restaurant at Chops, it was like $78. So it just didn't even make sense for her not to do the 3-night package. Johnny Rockets, obviously, like I mentioned, and Starbucks. And then finally, our accommodations. So these are just some typical pictures of what our suites look like. You've got junior suites, owner suites, aqua theater, lofts, all different types of loft suites on board Oasis class ships. And when you are in our suite, there are 3 different tiers on an Oasis class ship. The C class is the junior suites where you get dinner at Coastal Kitchen and some upgraded amenities. And then the Sky class has additional amenities. And the Star class, you get your own genie. And these are kind of what those categories are. So if you're interested in a suite, let Tammy know. And then these are our typical staterooms, our regular accommodations, the interior virtual balcony, the promenade, an ocean view, a central park or boardwalk balcony, which we talked about earlier, and then a regular ocean view balcony. And then the itinerary that you guys are going to get to go on, you're going to be cruising out of Galveston, and we just built a brand new terminal in Galveston, and this is state of the art. It is a fabulous experience. You get right on the ship, and Galveston, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's about an hour or so from Houston, right? Or maybe
Yeah, you're right.
a little
It's
bit
about
more.
an hour, yeah.
Yep, that's what I thought. You're going to be going to Costa Maya, where there's some great opportunities to go to the ruins. And, you know, if you're interested in visiting that, it's a really nice experience there. Cozumel is obviously a favorite. You can go snorkeling. You can do a Mayan experience. There's a ton of ATV beach adventures, great Mexican food, great shopping. So this is a great experience as well. And then Honduras, there's a marine park down there. There's a Copan discovery area. There's a great beach area. So it's another great place to just go and enjoy the Caribbean. And then I'm going to show you a little video here. Harmony of the Seas. So
Wow.
that is what I wanted to show you guys tonight. I hope that that looks exciting to you guys.
Yes, that looks great, Ab. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the screen from you now and kind of share with everybody how to make their reservation for this cruise. And I'm going to stop share for a second because that is not the screen I wanted to open it up on. But I'm going to show everybody how to make the reservation. And also we have some incentives for members who book in the next 24 hours. What I'd like to do is just take advantage of, I mean, first of all, that cruise ship for New Year's Eve was chosen for a reason. That even though we have all of these different um, opportunities. Sorry, guys, I'm messing up on my screen share here. What makes it great for New Year's Eve is that we're a singles and we're over 50, right? So I looked at some of those videos and I saw that we had some kids in there, right? So what I want to tell everybody out there who's watching this is that being with a group on New Year's Eve is the best way to go because we're going to have our own bubble, our own group of singles. And as Abby said, the kids have their own pool area, but there's still definitely a lot of families on board. And I think I heard somebody say tonight when they go on a cruise by themselves, it's hard to find travel companions, to find people to play with. And so when you do a singles travel international vacation, you have a built in group of single people, and you have the concierge. That's our leader, and she's going to put together a full singles only program where we're going to include all of those things. Like, I'm not going to give you guys a test tonight because I'm sure your minds are blown by all of the things that you saw just on the harmony of the seas. So we will make sure that all of our itineraries from day to day include an event at the Central Park. We'll have an event on the boardwalk. We'll do the Rising Tide Bar one night from one place to another. We have theme nights ourselves. We'll make sure that you get into the shows. Our concierges do some seat saving for our members. We will have all of the meals in the main dining room on a set time that will be on your agenda. And then as far as those specialty dinners go, I'm going to give you a quick view here. When you make your reservation with us, because as Abby said, everything sells out in advance. So what we end up doing is we take your pre-orders here for three of the restaurants. So she showed several more. And so if you are interested, you can chat on our private chat for members who booked on the cruise and see if anybody wants to join you. But we get you a head start here, and we've got three of the better, most popular ones based on our experience. So by putting your order in here, we know you want to go. And so then we will try to pre-book these for you, or at least our concierge will get on board that first day and make the reservations for our members. So you don't have to try to coordinate all of that. Because when you are traveling as a single, you're signing up and you may not know anybody on the cruise until you actually get there. So this is our way of making that special for you and to make sure that you get in on those specialty restaurants if that's what you're looking to do. We also have included an extra night in Houston. So I'm going to go back here to this is the where you're going to book your vacation, but I'm going to go back just one level and show you that we have a page here that is, when you come to our website and you're looking for a trip, there's the Learn More section, which is going to tell you everything you need to know about the vacation and book now when you're ready to look at the prices. So I'm going to go back to the Learn More section, and I'm going to show you what is available as far as when you make a reservation with Singles Travel International and you're single, you have extra features that most websites don't have. For instance, we have a trip chat, and we also have the who's going section. So this helps you be social right away. So if you click on trip chat, it's going to take you down here. And of course, because I'm an administrator, I get to see everything. If you are not booked on this trip, you don't see any of this information. Only those of you who are actually booked on the vacation get access to this private chat where you're allowed to start talking to other members. And you can see here we posted a message to get you started to meet these other singles that'll be on the cruise with you, to start discussing the shore excursions, making your plans, and just make it the best that it can be. So by the time you get on the cruise ship or when you get to Houston, you'd be surprised. You will end up knowing many of the people already because you've engaged with them on the chat. So then the other section is right below this, and it's called the Who's Going section. And I see Brad is here tonight, and Ann popped in after we got started. Hi, Ann. If you click on view all, you'll be able to see everybody who's booked on the cruise. Now, this is accessible to everybody. And then if somebody's considering, we can see them here. They're thinking about it. They haven't made their decision yet. So this is a great way. For example, I'm going to use Brad as an example because he's here. If I click on Brad, I'm able to view his profile. I can request a friendship with Brad. I'm already friends, and I can send him a message. So this is a wonderful addition to a reservation with Singles Travel International. First of all, we're all singles over 50. Everybody has their own cabin. You have your own space. You don't have to share. We create a singles only agenda so that we have our own, we create our own an environment, our own party, right? We have our own weather, as they say. And so we're keeping us in an environment where everybody's single. So we're not going to really be bothered by the kids and the couples and all that romantic stuff that goes on that we know it does, because we're having so much fun with our group that it's not even going to matter. Because the ship is so large, it's going to be very helpful to have a leader, and this is CJ. She's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Her name is September, but she goes by CJ. She is going to be your concierge, and she's literally available to you all day and night to create that special program for you, to be there with a smile for breakfast all the way through the last dance at the disco at night. And she will make sure that nobody gets lost. It's a big ship. There's all kinds of great ways to communicate with each other, and we're going to share that with you as we get closer to the departure. So if you're wanting to join us, some of you have already here on the call, but if you want to join us, you just scroll up to this section called Book Now, or the same as Price My Trip. And our promotion is always right here at the top. We have a premium membership because 2 or 3 years ago, we worked on a way that we could share the better prices that we're getting from the cruise lines that are supporting singles vacations for our premium members. So we didn't have premium, but we would put the deals up on the website and they were gone in a flash. As you can imagine, nobody likes to pay more for their own vacation. So we created a premium membership so that we could be able to segment the deals and give them to those members who are in the membership. They get first access to those deals on all of our vacations. They receive an email 24 hours before a new trip is launched. And then they have 24 hours before everybody else gets the announcement to get in and make their reservations. So we know that as a premium member, you're always going to get the best price. We are negotiating more and more waived single supplements or lower prices for your own cabins with the cruise lines. And so as a premium member, you definitely get first dibs on all of that. So it's a very valuable program. It's only $397 a year to get that membership. So for this particular cruise, our premium members are able to save $750 on your own space, up to $750. So it's probably for the balcony. I'm going to click book now. And now you're able to see all of the pricing for this particular trip. And we highlight what the savings is for premium members. So in this case, you're saving $470 versus on the inside cabin, $670 on the ocean views. And then the balcony says XXX. Okay, so that's probably the $750. Sorry, guys, we're going to have to fix that one. That is the $750. So you're able to save that. And then if you're not a premium member, but you like to take advantage of those special rates, you just go ahead and add that membership when you make your reservation. You might even want to go for lifetime. So it's your choice. You can do a membership per year, or you can go lifetime. And if you do the annual membership, and then when renewal time comes up, you want to convert to the lifetime membership, we just charge you the extra $300. So we would like you to stay and enjoy those benefits for as long as you'd like. We're also, as I mentioned, offering a free one-night pre-cruise package in Houston. That's included in your package. And so you fly into Houston, you're going to meet everybody that's on the cruise. CJ will be there to organize everything. She'll have a meeting for everybody so that you get your orientation, you know exactly what's going to happen next, and then we'll take you down to Galveston. So that's all included. So that is as easy as can be for making your reservation, meeting people online, making new friends once you get there, ringing in the new year together. It's going to be an amazing vacation. And I just want to say that we hope that we get a chance to meet all of you. And as promised, I'm going to go ahead and end our video here. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please go ahead and click the link in the bottom. Subscribe to us, of course, but click the link so that you come right back to this page so you can see all the details about our Tex-Mex New Year's singles cruise. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.